All right, so we're on Tustin Avenue in the city of Orange. It's about 6:30. A little rainy. This isn't too bad yet. So I know the video it's kind of there's going to be water droplets on the lens, and that sucks, but I think it's still important to make these videos for the channel. Yeah, because that's what I'm trying to document here is or not document, but share. What it might be like if you choose to commute on an e-bike or a regular bike year-round. If you're fortunate enough to live in a mild, in a temperate environment, this is Southern California, so it's not, the weather's pretty mild in all respects, even we can get it gets pretty hot, it gets rainy, but this is it, these are the quote extreme weather conditions. I mean, we'll definitely let's check out what's going on behind us here. We'll definitely get into rain weather where I might not choose to ride. So yesterday's rainy day was pretty mild. I expect this to be pretty mild. We might hit some patches of some more. We might hit some patches of actual rain. Right now it's just wet. And but I don't expect it to be a downpour for 12 miles, 13 miles. When we get into those kinds of days, more than likely it's the amount of time it takes to recover, from a rain like that. Obviously the rain suit's just going to dry off pretty easy, so that's not a big deal. But you've got wet shoes, wet gloves, wet bike, wet face covering, and then you gotta dry that off. So if you're doing, if you ride to work and all your equipment's wet, and then you got to turn around and do it again in 8 hours to get home, that's when I'll have to either buy extra gear, obviously get something to cover my shoes, which is easy to get, something reusable to cover the tops, just the tops of your feet, obviously, and then maybe another set of gloves or waterproof gloves, multiple face coverings, and we could do something like that. So we'll just stick to Tustin Avenue right now. Maybe we'll go up to First Street and go through Tustin, the city of Tustin. We can go through downtown. Maybe take El Camino, nice one. got a huge water drop from my helmet into my eyeball. It's about 56 degrees right now. It doesn't feel as cold as yesterday. It says the temperature is the same, but I don't feel cold. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go through Tustin and then maybe go up Red Hill, cut over to Von Carmen, try to minimize, choose routes that have minimal traffic, possibly. I don't know. This is nice right here, so I'm getting no drizzle, nothing. It's just this is nice right here. It's nice because when I can see, I love the way everything looks after it rains, and this allows me to be able to enjoy how everything looks when it's wet. So this is part of the payout for choosing to do this. So I taped up around the seam of where my bike folds with electrical tape, just to kind of minimize. We'll stay on this street. Yeah, just to minimize water getting in there. We're up to 17th Street, starting to get some sprinkles. So it's funny, people I see, like, I just saw my neighbor, and he's like, "You're gonna ride to work in this?" And I'm like, yeah, it's awesome. And he's like, "I don't know about that." But, and then, people at work, they kind of trip out that I'll ride in the rain, but, I just, it's a choice, right? So I'm not trying to paint the picture of like, oh, I have this grueling life where I have to ride my e-bike, in the rain every day and through all these seasons. I do this because I want to do it, I could get I could figure out how to get another car. We already have one car. We've had two cars from the beginning. of us starting our family. You know, I just chose not to buy one again. And then we'll have to get a car pretty soon anyway. Just logistically, the kids are getting older, and we have to be able to have a couple cars. But I don't have one right now. So like what I would do is just take Metrolink. It's pretty simple. I took Metrolink probably for at least a solid year before I started doing the bike, and it's not an issue. The Metrolink's 2.5 miles away. You can get there. You can take an Uber for like $5, and then if it was raining, and then from there it's take the Metrolink to the Tustin station, and then they have shuttles that takes me right to where I park my bike at work. So it's really simple. I can take if I wanted to take my bike on the train, I can take my bike on the train and ride it from the Metrolink station, which is 5.5 miles. I used to, sometimes I would ride, I have a really nice old Santa Cruz retro type board, nice maple board with Rough Rider wheels and independent trucks. It's an awesome skateboard. I used to take that, to the Metrolink station just for fun. So yeah, I mean, this is a choice. I think it's just a good way to experience my day. Even if it's I'm trying to dodge that routine. But even if riding in a bike is a routine, alternatively you're waking up enclosed in a house, and then you have these brief moments where you walk out to a car, and then you're enclosed in this capsule. Your brain goes on autopilot, and you autopilot to work. You go into a cubicle, into all these buildings all day, then you jump back in your car, get into your house, and then you're in your house. It's like, at least this way, 2 hours of your waking day, you're out here, in the elements. And I know that's obvious, but maybe it's something people don't think about. And I was thinking, I watched this podcast with Diana Polsuka yesterday, and towards the end of it, they start kind of alluding to this the subject of technology and how, like, where we're headed with technology. Everybody's freaking out about this AI thing, and kids, not being outside and just being on the social media and absorbed in technology, and how that's kind of a hidden, like, that's the dark side, like that's a hidden, like that's bad, and that's, people see people are starting to interpret that as almost like what's the word? So if you have like this idea of good and evil, that's portrayed maybe in the Bible or something like Revelation, something like that. They see this as this kind of hidden force of darkness that's, you know, getting us from the inside. That, and you know, rather than blatant, you know, overt violence to control people, this is the new way to control people. And you know, they're concerned about this generation, you know, like the generation of my children, and how, you know, they're not outside anymore. And you know, people thought that about television, I think. So with technology, we've always had that kind of, that idea has kind of always been brought up. You know, this could be a progression of that same thing. You know, it really hasn't been that many years. So we're going in that direction no matter what. So it's like, I think it's just like anything, you know, moderation. It is kind of an addiction, you know, devices and social media. And, so I don't know, but when I was thinking about it this morning, about my kids, you know, for myself, I'm not worried about it. I don't really, I mean, I'm a YouTube junkie, but it's a little different for me because, you know, I grew up, and I think most people do, just innately curious about everything. And, you know, I was always reading a book, or, you know, I can remember looking at encyclopedias and, you know, just really, and just like I do to this day, you know, I get into certain subjects and immerse myself in that, and I do that still, and but I'm just using YouTube to explore my interests. And you know, you have to watch out for, you know, misinformation, and you know, if you're watching something that's sensationalized, you need to fact check and make sure you're getting the correct information. And nothing's ever solid. Like, I don't have a solid theory on anything. It's just always changing, always evolving. And like it said, you know, a very popular, you know, thing that's said is, you know, the only thing you can be certain about in life is that it's constantly changing, and we're constantly learning. But the one thing that did pop into my brain that was concerning regarding, you know, my kids' exposure to technology, and, you know, what is I noticed, like, I think about, like, if you looked at, you know, when I ride through Santa Ana in the afternoon, oh, the sidewalk's closed. I guess let's go this way. There's not a lot of people out. You don't see a lot of kids. So if you go back to the 80s and 90s, through that same neighborhood, you're gonna see kids like all over the place. You know, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, kids are gonna be out, man. They're gonna be out just massively, like on their bikes, running around at parks, and just out. And definitely don't see that these days. so how do you create that balance? So it's difficult. You have to really make an effort to do it. Sometimes it's easy. When I get home from work, everybody's kind of off in their own worlds, and they're not happy, they're not sad, they're just doing what they're doing. They're immersed in their own world, and I think as a parent, it's my responsibility to pay attention to this to create this balance in the family. So I'm definitely I'm not gonna make an effort. I am going to get my kids outside a little bit more, and they can still do what they do. My kids aren't necessarily, we don't allow them to do like, oh, this is Walnut Avenue. Like, they don't have Facebook, obviously. I don't think anybody does Facebook anymore. I guess it would be, let's go down Walnut. I haven't gone down Walnut before. Or I have, but not in a long time. Let's see what's going on here. I want to look at this little shopping center. But they don't really do social media, and they're not allowed to like interact with other people online, like, if to people they don't know. So like, let's say they're playing Roblox or something. Mostly what they're doing is they're playing Roblox with each other. Roblox or Minecraft, and then occasionally I'll see them doing the TikTok thing, but they're not allowed to comment. They're not allowed to chat with people they don't know, that aren't their friends, and stuff like that, and so yeah, I don't know. I think we do an okay job. We're definitely conscious of it, but above that is helping them develop interests outside of that technology, I think is important. Which I know definitely we were doing, like, I constantly, with all my kids as they've been growing up, we were constantly going and doing things. Like, going to the park was probably a daily routine. We go to the beach. Go downtown just to go walk around. We used to go on family walks probably every night, just little things like that. But it's kind of, as a parent, you get tired, as the years, as time progresses, and it's this you almost just like have this, I don't know how to explain it, you just have this this energy loss, that's been kind of building over time. You're putting out energy and maybe not doing things to regain that energy. And that's part of also what it is, this commute is. This commute is re-energizing me, and it's not taking energy from you, it's in exchange. So anyway, I think just simple things, just simply getting out underneath the sky periodically is enough to get grounded. So this is another canal I wish they would open up. I mean, can't you picture just a nice bike path right here? This goes all the way over to that canal in San Diego, or they call it the San Diego Canal or something like that. I don't know what the hell it is. The mountains to the sea trail. Check out all that junk piled up there. Look at that. That is gnarly. There's probably people living under there. We got Metrolink. Is this Metrolink or Amtrak? Probably Metrolink. Oh, Amtrak. Right, so we're on Red Hill. I don't know if I mentioned that. Pretty dry. Scooter commuter. He was riding with his kickstand down. A lot of trash right here. Look at this. It's another abandoned building on Red Hill. Unfortunately, I don't have time to go poke around. We got Valencia. We're gonna have to get over to Von Carmen soon. I think this is gonna be the spot. So we'll cross Valencia and then we'll cross Red Hill and head over to Armstrong. Get on Von Carmen. Wait. 7.7 miles. It's been 30 minutes. So we probably got another 15 minutes to get to work. It's pretty fast from this section Bike has 2,091 miles now. Oh. So I probably need to make a phone call. Let's take a look at the phone here. We'll wait. We'll be to work soon. Lots of gravel out here. Kind of difficult pedaling with this rain gear. So I think we're gonna get more rain around noon, according to the weather. I just realized for some reason I turned my bike off at the store. So it's been 34 minutes from the store. So it's actually been a little longer than I thought. You know, I should have cruised through that neighborhood. So I wonder if they have a... Yeah, let's turn around. So let's go over to this let's go over to this first entrance and go right through this neighborhood and see if it comes out on Von Carmen. is pretty noisy. So how would you like to live here? Very sterile type of environment. Huh. I don't know. It's perfect for families that just want to stay in their houses, and yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about this. It's nice. It's definitely nice. We're on Tustin Ranch Road, which is Von Carmen. Huh. I mean, I do like the way they look. Oh man, my brain drifted off to work. We're not there yet. cool where I work. You know, we're so close to John Wayne. John Wayne Airport. So I really like it. I like there's so many different types of aircraft that fly over. I mean, you've got your normal passenger jets, that you can hear taking off and landing all day. But you get, you know, private craft, different types of private jets, and a lot of helicopters. Really cool ones. There's even like, you'll get historical airplanes as well. I've seen like biplanes. Periodically you'll just hear this plane just ripping through the sky, like chopping through the sky, and look up and it's gonna, like, there's this old biplane. There's a air museum right next to John Wayne. The dog was freaking out about something. I'd rather do this wet ride than ride when it's really super cold. Pedal, 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 pedal. Alright, well, it's just about over. Windhorse. thank you for watching my video if you made it this far. The not so grand entrance into the next season. Let's climb up here. Do a rough riding. Uh-oh. All right. We'll catch you on the next one.